Want to build the Ultimate Guardian MX in Star Citizen? Well, I'll show you how to optimize your build for maximum performance and minimal signature. I'll first go over the build with you, then show you how to optimize the power of your ship, and then finally, we'll go do a PvE mission to see how C performs. For my Guardian MX build here, I'm going to use Urkel.games. This makes it easier to completely see all of the components. You can see here for my weapons, I like the CF repeaters. This is stock on the ship, so no need to buy extras. But if you wanted to go completely PvE, you could go attritions as well. But I prefer the CF repeaters just because they have faster projectile speed. For my shields, I go ramparts. Why? Because they have the best shield HP in game at the moment. Their regeneration is pretty decent as well, plus their component health pretty good as well. You won't instantly lose them, well, hopefully. You can see here the military version, you can't buy it, but some players are saying that these are pretty good now as well because of their regeneration. I haven't found any, so maybe that's up to you to decide. But for the Rampart, at least you can buy it. So definitely well worth the investment. So definitely get two of these. For the power plant, this ship is very power hungry. There's no way you'll ever be able to max anything in the ship. So I just go with something that's available, which is the Starburn. Could get a military component as well, which will give you 21 power. But the Starburn will give you 20, and that's the most you can buy at the moment, I believe. And if I go here to the signatures here, so I go EM per segment, you'll see if I scroll down all the way and we get to 20 power, the Starburn is one of the lowest signatures that you can get for 20 power. You even get something like the Lotus that will give you more signature. This is why we go with the Starburn. Base power for signature ratio. I am still going to try and keep my signature down, but the Starburn is needed. For our cooling, I'm going to go with a vapor block here. Cooling at the moment doesn't matter. Plus, I go with the size 1 cooler, so we don't spend as much power on cooling. So only 1 pip in cooling to keep our IR low as possible. So the vapor block will do it for you. Plus, for my quantum drive, I like to go with the bolt. The bolt will keep my IR nice and low as well. If you want to go with a faster quantum drive, you can go with the Amera. Just know that your IR will shoot up quite significantly. So I'll stick with the bolt. For my missiles here at the bottom, I like to go electromagnetic. Why, you might ask? Well, it's the base missile that is more consistent for hitting. So Dominators is the choice for me here, but you can go something else if you don't like the missiles. But I think these are pretty good. That's the build that I'm going to be running. Let me quickly show you how to manage the power, and then we'll do a PvE mission. Optimize your power. You want full guns, a little bit into thrust, just because there's so much you can't really max it out. And then I like to max out my shields as well. But if you want more maneuverability, you can technically take some from the shields and just put it in thrusters. But I like to max out my shields just for that regeneration. Go all the way here. Make sure you only have 1 pip in cooling. And then here is your numbers, 13.8, 17.8, and 9 for cross section. Now let's go do a PvE mission. For our bounty hunting mission here, we have a Redeemer. And then all the way over there, we've got a couple of targets as well. 600 eye, 2 of them. And then I think there's another something right there. But I'm first going to deal with the Redeemer here. I'm going to see if I can keep my distance away from the turrets. They do have ballistics, so we need to be careful. And I bet the shielding is pretty good on the Redeemer as well. Under its belly, you can see they have nice ballistics. I don't think this ship does too good with ballistics. We will need to find out soon. But I'm going to see if I can just quickly do some decent damage. And then kill the Redeemer. Already red though, so we're doing pretty decently. And there we go. Super easy with the big weapons. Just see where's the other targets here. You can see my cockpit already red from that ballistics. So we are not the best with them, right? But it was a pretty big ship. Next up here, I think it might be the Retaliator, since it is pretty big. Let me see if I can deal with it, since it has a lot of turrets. Here we go. Managed to catch up to the Retaliator. See if we can quickly burst it before the turrets threat us. It did go into nav mode, so we've got some time to fight before the turrets come online. There we go. It's online now. See if I could burst this thing. I'm just slowly strafing up to try and avoid some of the turret fire, so that we don't completely wreck our shields. Should be able to get the shields down in a moment. Yes, all the shields is down. Now we can start doing some hull damage. Just trying to keep it down here and there. So I can't just wait to let everything regenerate. Otherwise, their shields will come back online. But for the most part, they're not hitting me consistently. Doing way better job than them. But if I stand still, they'll definitely start hitting me. We're still incoming. Hopefully I can avoid it. I did put up my flares quite a bit. I did flare it off, but I think I'm avoiding it just by flying a little bit here and there. And there we go. We've got the Retaliator. Let me see if I can deal with these 600 eyes that keep missing me. Here's the first one. They should be a breeze, since you can just sit in their blind spot and they can't really do anything unless they help each other. But for the most part, you can just sit on top of them and constantly shoot. I'll quickly kill this one. Well, there goes the engines. I guess all that's left now is the main body. I might have accidentally rammed into the 600i and lost some of my weapons as well. So, not the best for me. It's gonna take a minute to kill this thing then. There we go. We got the target, even though we only got 2 weapons left. It was my fault though. I rammed into it by accident. Let's see if we can do this with only 2 weapons here. I'm gonna try and not hit the engines first here, so it doesn't spin out of control. But we should have this in the bag even with only 2 weapons. He's getting pretty red now. He's starting to run. So meaning it's probably almost dead. Need to couple more blows. And there we go. Super easy. My nose did get red and I did lose my 2 front guns, but mostly all my fault except the red nose, right? But hope you enjoyed this loadout video. If you did, please leave a like. And if you want to see me take on a hammerhead with the Guardian MX, then you can watch this video right here. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in my next video.